Hey guys, what's up? It's Slaw here with another episode of Car Rides with Slaw, and today we are finally using the microphone for the first time, but I am not too thrilled about it, I guess. I guess it seems like it's a lot more cumbersome than I anticipated. There were a lot of variables I didn't think about, specifically having to do with, like, it's kind of difficult to put on because of my hair. And yeah, I don't know, there's definitely settings that should probably be adjusted. So I don't know if this recording I will actually end up using the mic. I think I'm probably gonna end up having to go with the phone recording, as it's probably gonna sound better. I do have some concerns. It is just a lot more work to do the microphone and to set it up and to put it on my head, take it off. It's adding a lot of time into my routine, and I'm sure some of you might be hearing that and thinking, well, what is he talking about? That's no big deal, but I guess it is like a big deal to me, maybe. I'm lowering the volume because it looks like it's too loud. See, like, that's the thing. I don't know. Like, I was thinking, like, I was so excited, and I realized that having the microphone adds, like, complication, because it is something that, I mean, potentially should and could be better than, let's say, my phone mic. But the thing with the phone mic is it's just plug and play. You just start recording, and then, I don't know, the mic just does everything. You don't have to adjust gain or anything like that. Whereas this is obviously a lot more complicated. So I wonder if I can change things on the fly too while I'm driving, because I hope that didn't, like, crash the thing, but I think it has to be, like, lowered up. Alright, so it did end up crashing the thing, which is something to note, that I can't leave the app or so this episode's not, I don't know, it's kind of foolish of me, I guess. I guess I just wasn't really thinking about it, and I should have done more testing. But I think today, definitely, I will be able to get testing done so that the next two Car Rides with Slaw should be on the mic and should be better. Now, the other issue is, since I got it used, the plosive filter is completely messed up, so it doesn't have the plosive filter on it. I'm trying to think of a way to resolve that, but I'm not really able to. So it's not really that's not a good situation at all. I don't think it will matter that much for now for, like, the car, but if there's ever a situation I kind of saw I could be recording outside or something like that, if there was ever a situation like that, then I'd just be out of luck, I guess. But yeah, so I guess I just got over my head about it. I really thought I was just going to be able to lock in and use it, and I wasn't really thinking about it. So, but yeah, I went cheap and I got what I paid for, which is, like, I mean, it's the plosive filter is messed up. It's that little foam thing at the end that you usually see on microphones. So the microphone's naked, which I just don't really think that's a great thing. Well, I know it's not a great thing. So anyways, what are we going to talk about today? Well, I guess I'm still reflecting on kind of the same thoughts as yesterday, which is, like, the thing about how I need to do this for me, and because I know it's right, I'm not doing it for other people, because it's just not the point, really. And I've been reflecting on that more, I think, just a little bit, just trying to think about it. I think the other way I see it too is it's really the beginning of something much bigger, and that even if the car rides which Schla even if they don't make it, it doesn't really matter, because it's still growing a skill. It's growing a skill to be able to talk, and especially because it's while I'm driving, I think it should be even easier to do, once I'm seated at home or something like that. So that's kind of the idea. That's the idea. The idea. Idea is such a weird word, because it kind of sounds like you're saying idea. Am I just tripping? I don't know. It just seems like such a weird word to say. It sounds odd. Idea. How many words end with a like that? Especially EA, But yeah, I guess that's okay. I guess I was super excited to try this mic out, but it wasn't meant to be. But I'm pretty confident that tomorrow's episode will be good with the mic. It's just, I didn't realize I really needed to lower the mic gain, and when I went to do that, it just cut the recording. So I don't know. I guess maybe I should have known better, but on a computer it does not do that. So I'm not sure. No, I think it's because it's adjusting it through the interface, maybe, even though it's an app, it may be doing hardware adjustment. But either way, I don't really understand why that would just crash a recording. So that we'll see how it goes, I guess. But I don't know how I would have had the foresight for that, but I really wanted to fix it. And even now I wonder, it looks good, but I can't really look at it too much because I'm driving. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm sure you guys are bored by all this technical stuff, to be honest. And I also need to see about the plosives, because I don't have the plosive filter on, and I'm sure that is not good. So I guess, it's maybe all for the better, but we will have to see. We will just have to see, right? Now, the other thing, what other thing? Sorry, the whole mic thing is just throwing me off badly. I feel like it was very stressful and very not according to plan. I don't know what I was thinking. There wasn't much pre-planning going on, as there usually is. Or, well, there was pre-planning, but maybe too much breath holding and thinking that things are just gonna work, when that's not the nature of the thing I'm dealing with. I remember what I was saying now. I feel like these car rides with Schla will not be for nothing. I think that, like I said, not only is it healing for myself, which is important, but it's good for me. It's definitely good for me to talk things out and, I don't know, get stuff off my chest. And I guess I don't have to post them, but I feel like posting them is cool. If I'm gonna record them, I might as well post them, right? It just seems like it would be kind of silly for me to just not post them if I record them, right? Does that add up? I don't know. I feel like I might as well post them. I don't think I shouldn't post them. But they are kind of rough, or they're kind of whatever. But it is what it is, right? We're here, and this is what we're doing. What I was gonna say is, I still think that even if these are rough, and even if they don't get any views, that it's building and working towards a bigger and better thing. I think that my speaking for a camera and just speaking in general will inevitably improve if I do this every day. I think there's something to yield from it, even if in the short term it kind of looks like I'm sabotaging the channel with a bunch of spam that people don't seem to be interested in at the moment. But I think it is still working towards something greater. And when I do other videos, which I'm not sure when I actually will, because I'm kind of struggling with motivation a little bit right now. And the car rides, which schlas don't need motivation to do. So that's kind of the good news about them. They're very easy for me, and so I don't need to, it's not work. It's not work to me. This is like the dream, right? And I am hopeful that, that would be the dream, would be I could just do car rides with schla type content and make a fortune off of it. No, I don't think, because it won't always be this way. This is just because for the time being I have to work a 9 to 5. I was gonna say go to the plantation, but I guess I got a little scared to say that. I was a little afraid. But yeah, for now we're going to the plantation. I'm not the superstar I ought to be because I've been in the cocoon for too long. Oh yeah, by the way, the album is going to be out tomorrow, which is kind of exciting. I always like when I make a project and then getting to listen to it, and it's been an extremely long time since I have made anything. So that is pretty interesting and fun and stuff. Because I haven't been able to do that in a long time, obviously, because it's been way too long since I've made music, and it's easy for me to make music. I guess I just didn't feel like it, and I was a part of that period in my life where I was very away from making content for whatever reason. And I'm glad I'm through it. I'm glad hopefully we will be on to bigger and brighter futures now. There will be more car rides with schla for me to listen to, although I do think I listened to the first 5, but as of this morning, in about 40 minutes, the 3rd episode will go up. And yeah, I think I've already heard it, so I don't know. I think once we get to 6, 7, 8, 9, those ones I will probably tune into, and hopefully they're good. I was really happy with yesterday's car rides with schlas. I think they were good. Not really sure how today's turned out, because there was that 5-minute thing in the beginning, like the mic trouble and stuff, and I was just so excited that we were finally going to reach pristine quality, but I guess we won't. I guess that is going to wait until a later date. Now, as for the phone getting improved quality, that could be very soon. That could be as early as Thursday. So it may be that we actually get Friday to have the good quality, because even if, I don't know if I'm going to have time to get the phone activated for myself or not on Thursday. I don't think I will. I think I'm going to wait until the weekend maybe. What I will be able to do is still just record with it. I don't need service to record with it. So I'm assuming that, again, if all goes well, if the shipping is on time and somebody's able to sign for it for me, and it doesn't get delayed until Friday or Saturday, because it could if nobody's home, then Friday could have improvement with the phone microphone. I'm not really sure again, we're going from the 14 plus to the 16 Pro. So I really would hope and assume that the microphones in the Pro are better, but I really have no idea. The mic in this one already sounds pretty good, but I just wonder if there's been improvement. I guess I can look into that. I'm kind of curious, but I haven't. I think I said I was going to in an earlier car VC, and I still haven't. So you guys are probably like, Schla, what's going on? You know, but I think I'm happy about it. I'm very happy about that. And the camera quality will be better too, which doesn't matter for y'all, but it matters for moi. That is so fire, and I can't believe I never thought of that sooner. Doesn't matter for y'all, but it matters for moi. That's like a whole nother level of stuff. Like, if you have certain things that you can't rhyme in English, but if you mix languages, then it can rhyme. Oh boy. Well, I know that's been done before. I mean, the only example I can think of is that Pitbull song where he's like, baby we can parlay, or baby we can partay, or something like that. So parlay and partay kind of work very well together. That's so, I can't believe I didn't really like ever think about that. Now my aversion to learning language is crushed. I like have to learn different languages, right? I guess it's not, I mean, I guess I don't have to, because it's different. It's mostly keywords that you have to know. You don't really know how to, I guess I don't need to know how to speak another language. I just need to know keywords, but still, yeah, my language laziness has got to go. I belong in verbiage. And I'm realizing that awfully late. It would have been great if I knew this 10 years ago. If I could just tell myself that 10 years ago, that would really be something. And I don't know how I never saw it. I just think, again, I had so much resistance to poetry and really anything to do with words. It's very odd that that's like how things were for me. I don't really get it, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But we're here now. There's no reason to dwell on the past. I'm driving because I usually drive slow. I guess maybe that will explain why I always have people, that will explain to you guys why I always have people kind of angry at me. But I think it's better mile per gallon for the car, and kind of less wear because it's pushing it less, to keep it more around 50 or 55 than 60 or 65. Although I've recently been having and thinking of a counter argument to that of, if you do drive a little bit faster, you obviously get to your destination faster, which ultimately ends up putting less wear on the car, because the car is actually on and operating for a shorter period of time. So these are all things to keep in mind. And I actually, because then I wonder, like, well, maybe if you did speed, it would be worth it. I'm not certain though, because I assume it's not just wear on the car, it's also like wear on the tires. And I know the faster you drive, the more wear gets put on the tires. So there is that to think about as well, that you have to, it's not just about the car. Like, maybe my theory is true that going a little faster will be less wear on the engine and stuff, but it probably won't be on the tires. But I guess that's not even as important, because like the engine is the main thing. And I feel like if you could, even though you're putting the engine under a little more stress temporarily, if you could just get there faster, then the engine's going to be not on for as long. Then there's other things too, like the transmission. definitely gets less wear by driving slower because I don't even have to go into 6th gear. I can just stay in 5th gear. That's kind of a big deal, right? Because even, yeah, well, even in general, I actually don't really get what the point of 6th gear is. Like, the auto really likes to shift into it, but I don't understand why. Like, I think 5th gear is fine. 5th gear is like totally fine up to 60, and I think even like 62 or 63, you're only at like 2.5 RPM, and that's supposed to, the most efficient range is supposed to be 2.5 to 3. I'm not talking about efficiency in terms of mile per gallon. I'm talking about combustion efficiency and like what's actually best for the engine. Because yeah, no, it looks like it's 60. It gets to like 2.5 at 60. But I think 2.5 is healthiest for the engine, even though in this car and in a lot of modern cars, they really shift in the lower RPMs. Although obviously too, it is designed for that in modern cars. It was more of a issue with older cars. I can't believe has it already been 20 minutes? I feel like am I making like bad time or something? Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Maybe like all the shenanigans with the mic in the beginning kind of messed me up, because it's already 6:30, and that's just like, it's not looking good. Like, it's really not looking good. Sorry, I just kind of was a little bit distracted. I made a mistake. A small mistake. I was gonna let someone go, but I should have just kept going. And it's because I was distracted, because I'm really thrown off about this time. I don't know if it's usually, are we usually 22 minutes in and it's only, no, I think I thought I was gonna be good, but I wasn't. Like, that's what I think happened. I thought I was like really like ahead of schedule, and I'm definitely not. Like, I was definitely just kind of average, and I think the mic stuff was just kind of overwhelming for me. So I'm not sure how much I like it, because it's just a lot of extra work, and I wonder like how much it even matters. But yeah, I mean, it matters to me. Like, I'm the type of person where I want the recordings to be the best they can be, but we're gonna see now even what the difference is. Now we're gonna actually listen to it and figure out. I think I will today. I'm trying to think, because it's on a different phone, so it's gonna be kind of annoying, but I can probably listen to it today. Yeah, what am I talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna listen to it today. And then we'll get a gist. Well, yeah, we'll figure out what the deal is with it and go from there. Because if it's not that much better, and it honestly probably will not be. I think that's redundant, right? If I'm saying honestly, probably. But I think I just like saying it because it kind of rhymes. I think I do that sometimes. I do. And but I think it's redundant. I don't think it's good for speaking. That's the whole thing, right? Like, it's redundant. It's not correct speech, so I should work out of it, or at least be able to flip a switch and turn it on and off. I mean, maybe when I'm like fooling around talking, I can say those like redundant statements because it's kind of like me and my vibe. But in terms of, I need to be able to also be the best speaker of all time, which means I need to be able to shut it off. Yeah, because I'm trying to think, like, I'd want to be at work in 10 minutes, and I can't imagine that I'm going to be there in 10 minutes, because I still feel like I'm kind of far. So I think even 13, no, but that's definitely still going to be later. I guess we should be on time, because the morning episodes, some of them have been like 33 or 32. So why would this one, I guess it could end up being 35. What would 35 be, like 10 minutes? That would still be good. But I feel like this is going to be 37 or something like that. I guess I didn't really pay like enough attention to what the morning VC episodes like lengths are, but it looked like it was always in the 30s. Well, we know it's going to be in the 30s. The whole question is what else it's going to be. I'm just realizing too, like, for even recording when I'm out on my break, I don't know that this apparatus really makes sense. I probably should just be recording with the built-in mic. And I also have a feeling that's why they stopped making those, because I don't know if it's really necessary. I think I'm thinking of something and not explaining it to you guys. They make microphones that you just attach on to like the end of your phone. And I'm saying I think they stopped doing that in large part because there's just no reason to. Somebody like really almost hit me. I have not been put in that situation before. I don't know, they just came up on me like super fast and really almost hit me, and then like swerved around me and then also almost hit me again. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I don't know, I'm just like shocked. That has never happened to me before. I don't get it. Like somebody else just passed me, but they just passed me like normally. But also we're on a 55 speed limit road right now. Like it's a 2-lane highway, it's a 55 speed limit. And I can also see that there's a cement truck up ahead, so he is getting stopped anyway, because the cement truck is obviously going. I mean, I was definitely going like 50 or 55. I don't think that's crazy in a 55. But yeah, that is like scary. Of course, too, they were driving a dark red Jeep Grand Cherokee, which is very fitting, I think, with some blacked out wheels and things like that. So it's fitting. I think it suits that driver, but I honestly don't think anybody's ever been like that close to me. I didn't even see it coming. I guess maybe because I'm talking, but I didn't see it coming. I mean, I usually look in my mirrors and stuff, but I didn't even see him come. Like, I don't know how fast did he come up on me? I'm so at a loss about that right now. You know what I mean? Because he must have just came up like really quickly. I just don't know, because when I didn't see anything for like a while, like the past, because I do glance in the back. I do glance in my back mirror like pretty frequently. I wouldn't say I don't do that. But I didn't even see him. Like I don't know, it just he really must have been just going fast. And again, we're in a 55, so it wasn't even again, but I guess some people have no concept of that. I'm very much like a rule follower, I guess. I mean, it seems like most of the time, whether it's like 50 or 55, everybody just goes 60, 70 anyway. But there's a reason for it, because certain highways there's exits on both sides. And if it's only a 2-lane and there's exits on both sides, the left lane is not the passing lane, because it also needs to be used as, well, I guess this is just my theory. I mean, someone could argue with me about this, but I think I'm right. In a 2-lane highway, when there are frequent left and right exits, that is why the speed limit is 55 instead of 65, because the left lane is not really the passing lane anymore, because it's also needing to be used as an exit lane potentially. And even when you get to a certain point, it becomes 50. like the highway's relatively short, and there's a lot of entrances on the right, and then it ends up culminating to a reduction to 50 miles per hour from 55 to 50, and then it ends up just getting split off. Like, I guess it ends, kind of. Well, I don't know that it ends. I'm not sure if the roads afterwards are like the same, considered the same highway or not, but it splits off into two, left or right. It splits off left or right at the end. And that's why it goes from being 55 to 50, right? Because, yeah, it goes from being 55 to 50, and that's why. I don't know. But again, I guess a lot of people don't really think about that, because I've noticed in my experience on the highway, if people want to go 70, they're going to go 70. And I don't even know if they know that the speed limit is only 55, or if they're just driving. I mean, right? I guess most people. But I've thought about it. I also think that in general, 65 is too high of a speed limit. I definitely think the speed limit should be 60. I mean, I personally think it should be 55, but yeah, I guess I do, because the speed limit, I think it should be 55, because that's like assuming, you know, some people follow it and some people go over into 60. So I think that's fair to just have it at 55, assuming people will push it a little bit. But 65 into 70, I think it's too fast. I don't think that's necessary at all. I don't really get it. I do a long commute, but I don't see what the point of, because like I said, in my car, and I'm assuming other cars are fairly similar, you know, there's no reason, if I was going, well, no, I probably still could stay in fifth gear and go 65, but I'm saying in terms of like really trying to optimize things, I do think 60 is about the limit. I think really after 60, you start to get into inefficient territory with mile per gallon as well as wear on the car. I mean, I could look into it a little bit more. I guess 65 is like okay though, right? Because I think when I was looking into it for my car, just typing into the AI, which I guess that could be wrong, but the AI was kind of saying that for wear reasons, it might be like 61 or 62, and then for fuel economy reasons, it could be more like 57 or 56. And I think that sounds about right. So I guess there's a reason for the 65, and it does kind of make sense. But I don't know. I'm a little bit skeptical. I think 60 would really be a better thing, especially for most people. I think for most people, it should just be 60. That is my theory. Because I'm thinking in my head, but I'm not saying it. Most people's cars are actually like even bigger than mine and less aerodynamic. So I assume, well, no, but I guess, because if you do have a sedan, then that's probably more efficient. And there are still a lot of people with sedans, even though they're kind of going out of fashion. See, I don't know. I guess 65 is okay. I guess it's okay, but the problem is people go over the speed limit. So that's why I think it should be 60. Because if it's like, yeah, I don't know. And I just like 55 because it's just, I mean, it's just two of the same number. I think it's very chill. I think 55 is a good speed. But I have a feeling that it would want to be stuck to 60. That's what I think more people would say. Now, I'm probably going to get I'm probably going to get caught in a snag because I got hit with a light and there's this fairly big, like, truck that was just, oh, well, he didn't even get in, oh, well, maybe he's getting in the way. He doesn't have his turn signal on. That was a little bit, yeah, he didn't put his turn signal on. So I was a little bit confused. But yeah, it is basically going to be time to go. It's basically time to go, and yeah, it's going to end up being on the longer end like I thought. So kind of stinky, but not super stinky. I don't know how I feel about today's episode. I kind of started rambling about cars and stuff, which I guess is cool, and I just made an accidental shift into fourth I didn't really want to do. But it is what it is. This is a part of it too. I mean, I feel like I didn't really get too deep today because I don't know. But anyways, it's been a blast, and now it is time for the blast to be in the past. Slide out.